Alright, hey guys, tonight we're looking at the Thing 2 from Spiritus Systems. I was lucky enough to be able to get one of these in trade, and it's kind of an interesting product, so I wanted to show you guys some of the features. Spiritus usually does a pretty good job of posting pictures in excess on their website, so there really shouldn't be any functional questions about it, but in case you like video format, we'll go over it real quick. Alright, so the Thing 2 is a platform for turning your microfight into a little bit more of a full-featured chest rig. A lot of people are hating on this because they're like, well, why did you buy a microfight in the first place if you just want all of the things on the chest rig? And I totally understand that argument. All right, so if this isn't your cup of tea, that's awesome. Move on with your life. Other people like it, and let them do them. All right. So what this thing does is it accepts your microfight in the front portion of this thing. All right, it's got this tiny webbing loop here. I don't actually think that's webbing. I'm not sure what that material is called. I can't keep up with all the new stuff, and I apologize. All right, so microfight has 7¼ inch spacing, or maybe it's 7½ inch spacing on the side release buckles, center to center, and that fits in here just fine. Because it's Spiritus, designed to work with a Spiritus thing, and that would be goofy if it didn't. All right, but basically you line this up and you kind of flip it upside down to make it easiest on yourself, and stick your buckles through those loops, and that ensures that everything kind of stays where it should be laterally, and then you close it up, and now you have kind of one continuous unit there. All right, and you can see your buckle is popping up through there. Very similar to the axle sandwich bag and how that attaches. All right, some other things going on here. I'll get this out of the way real quick just so it's not distracting us. These, goodness, I got field repair buckles all over the place. The spacing here is pretty generous, so you can actually get away with something a little bit more narrow. The industry kind of has two standards, 7½ and then 7-inch spacing. Should be able to fit 7-inch spacing in there just fine. On the back side, there is a Velcro slot here, so you can put your dangler in there and have it kind of semi-permanently fixed to the chest rig, as opposed to sandwiched between the microfight and the Thing 2. I don't know. It's absolutely going to be more secure down there. I don't know if it really matters long run. What I was super excited about this thing, or super excited to try on this before I got it, and I realized I can't do it now, is I thought it would have made a pretty cost-effective way of getting dual radios on a plate carrier. However, this setup kind of eliminates that possibility. I thought you could throw this on the plate bag and then the microfight on top of that. So what I would have liked to have seen done is just have this be raw hook and then provide a loop portion like most other people do. But that's kind of neither here nor there, and I'll show you why. I just thought that would have been neat. All right, so you've got two internal radio pockets here that are sized for 152 series, 148 series radios. You can see I also have a Milwaukee Custom Kydex rack pouch in here. That'll fit fine, and it fills it out fairly well. So if you wanted Baofengs instead of, $10,000 radios that you can't buy, that would be cool. This is not one. It's just for show. All right. Also, we can try a Motorola in here. Motorola fits, and there's enough slack on the side there that you should be able to get the side connector just fine, and secure Motorola's in there. So, if you're law enforcement or something and you don't have 152s, your commercial grade Motorola's will absolutely fit in there just fine. There's a 3-column MOLLE wing on each side, and then you have these fixed side release buckles here. So this is why it wouldn't actually work very well on a plate carrier. The MOLLE is kind of a non-issue. It's Tegris, it's pretty thin, but these fixed buckles here are just going to stick out too far, and once you put the cummerbund over top of them, it'd be a little extra. All right. And then while we're here, We'll also look at the Spiritus new small GP pocket, which happens to fit on the front of the thing too just fine. And I happen to have a spare right here so I can show you a little bit better. All right, so it's got a front pocket. It's set up just like their SAC and their older medium GP. So you have a front pocket, which is very thin, but whatever. And then you have the main pocket, which has loop on the back, a full field of loop on the back, a strip of loop on the front, and then you've got some tie down areas in the middle there, some loops, so that you can dummy cord your items. And then tuck tabs with a belt slot here, so you can just run your belt through here if you're doing belt mounting, and it even has a spot so you can skip your belt loop if you need to. So that setup I always am a fan of. It provides a lot of flexibility, and it really shows that you're looking out for the end user, because it gives them the option to use their belt, use it the way they need to, or molly mount it. All good stuff. Spiritus Systems small GP and Thing 2. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.